It really started for me when I had that first insight, when I heard Sid 40 years ago talk about what's inside us, who we really are. And up until that point, I'd been just, the victim of my own thinking of my life and my relationships and my reality. And I was just so anxious and stressed. When I heard Sid say that if we could see who we really are on the inside, it was instant. I mean, I was one of those people that I heard something so big, so instantly, just from 0 to 100, And it just, I felt what he said, and I didn't feel like it was coming from him. I felt the wisdom inside myself. I felt like I was really hearing my own, something inside me telling me, you have to see who you really are, and it's way more beautiful than what you've been thinking so far. And I had this feeling that my life was going to be a totally different life. Like my marriage would no longer be a thing that worried me and made me sad, and I just felt this all like a bundle, of confidence about life and joy, and like the big, puzzle that I'd been, searching for the answer to about life and spirituality. It was just like it was just handed to me on a platter. It's amazing for me to see something that not only lives on, but actually grows to the point where, there's just so much joy in my life now. And when I first came across this, I was so unhappy and so down, that I was really lost, spiritually, and just in the way I looked at life and the way I related to people. Just didn't feel that life was being good to me, and so I didn't trust people really, and it came out in just being, overreactive with people, and that's gone now. It's very, very rare that I kind of get upset by somebody, and if I do, I don't react and cause damage. There was a lot of damage control back then, yelling at people and. There have been times when I guess, just got a little bit, in a way, it's not like lazy, but just slipped into complacency, or just thought, started to believe that outside influences or other people were causing me stress. But even when I was going through the times like that, somewhere inside me, I knew that it was my thinking, that I was using my gift of thought and consciousness and mind to see the world not in the now, but in just in random thoughts that were going in my head. I was just, it becomes so much more obvious that it really is internal. Life, the way you're seeing it, is internal. And so it looks like it's out there and it's coming at you. And it can be very convincing. The more I really feel like, the more you just keep listening. And I listen to Sid every day. I read something, and for the reason that of all the wise people that I've read or listened to over my life, I never had the feeling so strong as from when I heard Sid that I shouldn't be listening to that person or reading a book. I should be paying attention to what's inside. And so the more I listen, the less I slip back into that negative thinking, and it's a permanent change. I mean, I know my life, even my worst day now, is way better than my best day even a year ago. I guess it's just when you're in that feeling, that's where you are. I mean, you're just, when you're in that feeling and you're feeling that connection to your true self, there's no separation between you and anyone. And so that's why in the work that I do and that my husband Chip does, that we found the most amazing experience of being able to talk with people and not feel like that there's anything we can do to help somebody, and yet watch them help themselves, because we just look at them and we see that same person that we are. And that, I think that was the beauty of Sid. Like he just knew that we were all one. I mean, he knew it to a level that I can't even imagine, but he knew that there is no separation between individual souls. There's just one soul. And so I guess that's why he always said the feeling, you know, that beautiful feeling, that's what it's all about. And so when you're there, there is no separation. And that's the only way I can explain how I think that works.